Okay, this is just I wanted to pin a message to this video. It's not really about the video. I'm algorithmically shadow banned, and I wanted to keep this idea. I had copied it, and because I can comment and go back to the page that I left a comment, and I'll always find it gone. Like it just always gets removed, and it's like maybe on their end it's stacking up, looking like spam. And that's what happens is I'm algorithmically shadow banned to make it look like spam, because when I drop a link or something like that, it looks like, but I mean, I'm not dropping a link to solicit. I'm trying to expose people that I wanted to specifically picked out to zero risk, to liquidity at zero risk. I'm trying to meet them, trying to see if they would entertain an idea that they may have already expressed interest in. And I just wanted to see if I understand them to be thinking along the same lines with the idea. Then it could look like spam, and your social media application doesn't fucking work for that purpose. Then I mean, I'm just trying to hotwire it. Like the fucking site doesn't want to work. It doesn't want to have that function. But you remember the type of shit that they don't seem to have any. There's two things. There's something that they have no resistance to, which is people making new accounts and putting up the same scams. Okay, I guess they have no resistance. But then there's been some shit that's been pointed out to them and they let it rock for a long time. And I don't want to get into all that shit. All I'm saying is that for everybody else's concern, right? You're thinking you're under siege by bots and everything, and then eventually one person tries to actually use the technology to do something, and it makes it look like I am a bot. And seriously, like, why do you have to have so many different applications to do something? Like, I'm serious. Like, it just really bothers them that people could build on any grassroots level using. It's like, what the fuck? So what's the point? They just want to get all these people on YouTube and then have it be shit. Was that the whole point? Then that's like, you gotta actually retroactively social engineer the populace, like turning a wheel backwards or something, like spinning a wheel backwards, like in the fucking on the Earth's axis, like fucking. I mean, I could see it just happen, just slow motion. The masses get set up for the slow motion takedown. It's in the Bible. Once the slow motion takedown is set up, it's gonna happen. Like, nothing's gonna stop the slow motion takedown. You can't even say nothing about it because it's taboo. You know what I mean? Oh, we've heard all this before. We've been sitting around, hurry up and wait to fucking not being complacent, to fucking falling asleep, to being lulled in with repetition into desensitized, and then they're gonna slip the truth in when you're not able to receive it. It's because they can't lie, because there's no, you know what I'm saying, the devil can't lie to you. If you ask a direct question, it's impossible, right? So they gotta slip the truth in when you're not ready to receive it. That's the whole point, getting you to need the technology. That's dumb. I could just fuck off in the forest, and there's no real meaning to participating in society if they just want to social engineer everybody. Like, for one thing, I'm not like that. I'm not even at you like that. But I mean, if you think that because, what I'm saying, like, you could convince my mother and sister or something like that, you're not gonna be able to fucking get me to fucking forget some certain things that happened. Just because nobody's paying attention doesn't mean I forgot. I can point it out over and over and over again, and it's a disconnect, and you want to act like you don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Like, that's the reason why I started making YouTube videos, to tie these all together in a string. It was like, you know what I'm saying? This is connected to the last video and the last and the last. You don't have to follow what I'm saying. You really don't got to follow what I'm saying. Unless you know what I was saying in the beginning. You know? And so then why bring it up and explain it and get flustered in that to have me ask me what the fuck I'm talking about? That's the whole point of this social media. That's the whole point of this application. It's my face, recorded my face over. I left them all up. They ran out of memory storage space and shit like that. You know what I mean? So if it was an NFT, then you could pay a certain amount to burn it. NFT is indelible. It's like indelible ink. It's immutable. It's once it's done on the blockchain, everybody can see it. It will always be there, right? So if you wanted to use so much space for leaving your messages, then you don't need this whole massive social media platform. You just need enough space for me, enough space for you, enough space for whatever it do. And then you actually have to burn an NFT to use that space, because it's like a curriculum that is inverting and folding in and collapsing on itself like a souffle, so that you have to be twisting cinnamon buns in a scam culinary school forever, when they never bring in the flounder and the salmon and shit that you're supposed to cut and learn how to undress whole salmon, shit like that, because they need to take on new students, because they got to keep the overhead and everything running. So then they bring in the new students and you teach them how to twist cinnamon buns. They get scammed. A lot of them pull out. Their moms cry. They get consoled. You watch the principal, you watch the dean of the admissions consoling crying mothers because they got scammed. And then they give you a job in a restaurant somewhere. Just shut up, be quiet, quiet, shh. You know, and for all you know, all that resource that's going into that scam is just being given to a foreign, like somebody's foreign exchange kid. You know, because he has they want to afford him luxuries and stuff. You know what I mean? It's in the ego. Like you can't even understand. Like, why would anybody waste so much on a futile exercise in futility than like spoiling some like. But you didn't come from, I'm not a Prince of Persia, so I don't really understand what it means to spoil your kids and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, maybe over there they have to. Like, you imagine you have no choice. It's the little emperor's complex. And I'm not saying that it's better or anything, or that they have it better or anything like that. It's just, there's just different sections of society, and in a way we're in a conservatorship of sophisticated serfdom, and we can't even, when you're still buffering, we live streamed from the moon in the 60s and you're buffering now. Come on, man. Tell me that YouTube can't work. It can't be a more awesome. Look at how daft, and I'm making my hairstyle like daft or something like that. I can get Crisco and slick it all back.